else will do too.
Cool.
He would say things like that. You know, like he would just have these like very like, you know.
The thing is about these comments too, is if you were to ask your dad or your dad about saying that, they'd be like,
yeah,
what's wrong with that?
I'd say my feelings.
They're oblivious to the fact what that means. For me, my parents used to introduce the three of us to people.
Yeah.
And like I have an older sister and a younger sister, and they would go, my older sister's Maria, they'd be like, this is Maria, she's an A student, she's a great athlete, she's creative, she dances, she's like just full of life. She's just an amazing kid. And this is Jane, she's our baby, she's adorable, she's sweet, she's just the cutest little, sweetest girl. And then they would be like, this is Tommy, he's nice. I go, is that it? Like that's the end of the thing?
You were a man, you had to stand on your own.
Exactly, they were just like, well, we take care of the girls.
Yeah.
Like you got like you're.
I was an only child, and my mother used to like call me in and go, she would call me in and she'd say quietly, she goes, I always wanted another child.
Oh, boy.
And your father didn't give me another child.
Oh, boy.
And I don't know if this marriage is going to work out because I always wanted another child. I've just always wanted more children.
Yeah.
And he's denied me that, and I want another child. And I would just sit there and go, okay.
Thank you. Thanks for that.
I'd go, all right. So I love my mother, and I do love my mother, but she was a horrible person, but also a lovely person.
Yeah.
She was a great person,
That's the thing is that when we talk about our parents and we criticize them, we criticize them from a valid place.
Yes.
But people are not one-dimensional.
No.
So you can be like, look, my mom's crazy or horrible, all these things, but that doesn't fully define her. You still have the stuff that you...
We used to swim. She taught me how to swim. She was a swim coach. And I swam a mile in the bay when I was 6. And she used to,
Christ.
Yeah, she used to get all the neighborhood kids, and we'd all like swim at like 5 a.m. And she would like train them how to be like good swimmers, and she was really good. She was really good with that. She was really good like an aquatic person.
Yeah.
And she was like very much committed to that. And then I was an actor, and she was committed to that. From when I was like probably 7, I started acting. I acted until I was about 12. And she really tried. And we went, and
Did you like it?
I did. I just never had that big break where it was like, this changes your life.
Yeah.
And me and her went on a tour for like 4 months with this touring musical, Annie Get Your Gun. And we would be on the tour bus every night, and then we toured with the whole production. And then, they put me in an Amstel Light shirt. What's better than that? Take a look at me and my dad right there. Look at his face. I was singing a song about sucking cock right there. I was singing a song about sucking dick. And the cum comes out of the dick. He was like, you said this was an Irish folk song. The priest has a big cock. So, but like, you know, she was with me for that.
Yeah.
And then I started doing drugs, and she went insane. So we went on separate ways, but I still love her. She went a little nutty. And I just, at 12 years old, 13 years old, I started using cocaine and smoking weed. Obviously weed first, I'm not nuts.
Yeah.
But weed and blow and some Vicodin. And my friend's mother was a hooker and sold us drugs, and we loved her. She's in the book. We loved them all.
Did your mom do drugs too?
Never. She did over-the-counter drugs. She would take Sudafed, and she would drink like Prevental cough syrup and Tab. She loved Tab soda and Prevental cough syrup and like Sudafed, and like she loved an over-the-counter cocktail to just keep her going. Yeah. She loved an over-the-counter cocktail.
You miss the acting, by the way?
One of my favorite things about getting a box of Awesome from Bespoke Post every month is how it sneaks up on you. You forget that it's coming, and one day, boom, on your front door, the best box you'll open all month, filled with carefully chosen gear from the best small brands around the world. Let's see what I got this month. I got some cool stuff in the box for the outdoors, gardening, like a little shovel and a hoe. And I like that because I like to get in with the flowers and the plants. No matter what you have going on this spring, Box of Awesome has you covered. From camping gear essentials, cookout must-haves, and drink game upgrades, Box of Awesome has collections for every part of your life. You want to get this, give it to somebody who's moving to a new city, going away to college or whatever. It's the gift that literally keeps on giving because they get it every month. To get started, take the quiz at boxofawesome.com. Your answers will help them pick the right box of awesome for you. They release new boxes every month across a ton of different categories. Each box is valued at $70. With each box of awesome, you're supporting small businesses. 90% of everything that comes up in your box of awesome is from a small up-and-coming brand. It's free to sign up. You can skip a month or cancel anytime. Get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com. Enter the code Tim Dillon at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com. Code Tim Dillon for 20% off your first box. Boxofawesome.com. Boxofawesome.com. Code Tim Dillon at checkout. I love lawyers. Submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan is so easy. It's more like using an app than hiring a lawyer. I'm telling you, submitting a claim to Morgan & Morgan is as easy as pretending you didn't see that 5 p.m. email from your boss. They're America's largest injury law firm. They have 100 offices nationwide and more than 800 lawyers. With over $15 billion recovered from clients, Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting to get you fair and full compensation. I mean, I was in this car accident, and I just said, forget it, whatever, I'll just deal with it. Instead of going to Morgan & Morgan. If I had gone to Morgan & Morgan, I would have gotten my money because that's the right thing to do. That's the reality. Because I was in an accident, and it was very hard, but it was someone else's fault, I think. I made a left from the right lane and almost killed a sec. We were buying Vicodin in a parking lot in Freeport, New York. Doesn't matter, bygones, but I still could have called Morgan & Morgan because even though she was injured, she didn't help the situation either. She said, make the left. That's kind of actionable. Go, make the left. Go to Morgan & Morgan. 35% of all fatal accidents occur between 6 p.m. and midnight. You see what I mean? People aged 25 to 34 have the highest amount of drivers involved in car crashes. People aged 15 to 24 had the highest emergency room visit due to car accidents. It's so easy to get in an accident. I've been in 5 accidents. I've totaled 5 cars. And I've left the scene of 3 of them. But one of them, I was drunk and I claimed to not be. The other one, it wasn't totaled. I was able to drive away. This woman started screaming at me and I drove my car away from her. I rear-ended her and she got out and she started screaming and I just drove around her and I drove really fast. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. Hello? For more information, go to forthepeople.com/Tim or dial pound law, pound 529. Forthepeople.com/Tim or dial pound law, pound 529 from your cell phone. That's forthepeople.com/Tim from your cell. This is a paid advertisement. I'm being paid for this. Yeah, I did more. I did 2 movies that bit parts in 2 films that are coming out, which is awesome.
That's great.
One it was Eli Roth movie called Thanksgiving, which is really cool. That's coming out, and then there's another movie that I'm hoping my scene's in. I imagine it will be. I can't say what it is. It's kind of a big deal movie, and the director yelled at me and said, "What are you doing?" several times.
Really?
But then we eventually got to it. But that's the process. Like, you're making a face.
Really say?
No, he's like, I don't understand what you're doing. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, shit.
He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And literally next to me was one of the biggest stars of our era.
So wait,
Whatever. Podcast, tough guy.
Showbiz.
How did you handle that?
Terrible.
Because these are
It's so stressful.
So horrible.
So, I mean, I don't even know if I can talk about it. Let me talk about it a little.
Let's talk about it, and then you guys can edit it out if you. Like,
No, we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
Because it's not a big deal.
Okay.
Okay, I'm in the film, and it's me and this very big director and this very big star.
Before you get to this, were you just offered the part? Did you audition?
I
for it?
auditioned.
Okay, so you auditioned and you got the part from that.
I get the part.
Okay.
They said it's going to be like a funny part.
Okay.
Maybe I have one joke, but it's not, I get to set. You don't get a script every day. It's just like super hush-hush, So then they come in, they give me my lines, and they're like, okay, and you move the book, you slide the book across the table, but not too far, extend it out of the shot. Put your hand on the book, but don't cover the title. You deliver your first line. He's going to open the door, then he's going to hang up the phone. You look at him, you deliver your second line, he interrupts you. Then you wait, not too soon, not too fast. You deliver your third line.
That's so high stress.
It's so high stress. And I'm sitting there, there's 80 people. It's one of the biggest movies. And I'm sitting there, and a very, very big star who's like brilliant is in this little room with me. And then another brilliant star is there. This is the first scene I've done in any film, okay? Number 1. So I'm like, okay. And I'm trying to remember like the first thing. I'm like,
All the
what?
things.
I'm like, the book. Fucking slide the book and fuck. The book. And I'm like, I slide the book. And like, so I kept getting the line wrong. And the director's like, kept telling me the line. He's like, this is the line. And then I'm like, okay. And then he goes, I'm like, all right. I was like, I think I said that last time. He's like, you've never said it, but maybe next time you'll say it. And I'm like, but then he was also being rough with a lot of the other people who were much better.
Okay, so
He's being rough with a lot of people because that's his style, and I respect that.
So you did it
I'm
with
no
David O.
millennial.
Russell.
I'm like, kick me in the face, just put my scene in the film because it did end up good at the end.
so
And I'm the draw in this film.
what?
I'm the draw. A lot of people are going to argue that it's the other two. I'm not saying who they are, but I'm the draw.
So wait, at what point does he go, what the fuck are you doing?
He came up to me and he goes, hey, what the fuck are you doing? He goes, I don't really understand what's happening right now. He's like, you realize you have to do this the same time every way, right? At the same time every time. He's like, I don't get it. He's like, what is happening? I'm like, I'm really apologizing. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do all the things and whatever. And you know, so it was listen, it was stressful, but I liked the pressure.
Yeah.
It was really good. He's a great director. He made some of the greatest films ever. I don't mind being shamed in front of.
I know, you have to tell us all.
I'll tell you all. I'll
Tell
what
us
if they
now,
cut?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. I don't think they'll do anything to me. Here's. I'll tell you. Okay.
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 The movie is Oprah Winfrey's story.
Oh my God, I believe you. Like, nah, dude.
I play Stedman. No.
Nope.
It's a very famous group of people.
Come on,
Yeah, just
tell it.
I signed an NDA.
That's what I'm saying, cut it.
Yeah, but I don't want to cut. If I say it, I don't want to cut it.
All right.
I'm going to say it and then probably not cut it.
Okay.
Big.
And so,
We're going to cut it. We'll cut it out.
and he was rough with others.
He was rough with everybody that deserved it. I deserve it, and I will take it again. You can hit me. But it was very stressful.
It's so stressful.
And rough with the big talent too.
Oh yeah. You know what? Because it is. I mean, I don't mean rough. I don't want to say rough. Like passionate. Everybody's passionate. No one's saying anything wrong. Everyone's passionate. It's a beautiful process.
Well, that's
what we
true
all have.
because there are people that are
Process is
tough
beautiful.
in comedy that will say crazy shit to you, but you know them so well that you're like, oh, that doesn't even face.
It was wild because you know what? I got it by the end to a good place, and that's what a good director should do is to like make you better.
Yeah.
And that's and I miss acting. I'm going to do more acting, and I liked it. I'm really excited about it. Good. And I think I did a great job.
Good.
And I think
Good.
at the end, in the beginning, was hard,
Yeah.
but at the end, I think it all came together, and that's what counts.
Have you been fired in show business?
I've never been fired from a gig. I don't think.
Like stand up?
Yeah, I don't think I've been fired.
I mean, I was fired as a writer. That's pretty horrible.
Yeah, I mean that
But-
must be.
Yeah, but that was it. And especially because I didn't see it coming. Like,
Yeah.
It was one of those where
I never had a job.
Oh, really?
I never had a gig in like I never had a job. Like I had stand up, I had the podcast. I never had a writing job. I never had any of that.
Well, you're the younger gen. 'Cause
Yeah.
that stuff was kind of out of style, no? Like by the time you were.
People were doing it. I didn't want to. I didn't want to do it.
I never wanted to be. Really
I never
writer's
wanted
room.
to do it.
I did a few pilots. You know, I wrote on a few pilots for
Yeah.
Comedy Central, but I never. Once I got a taste of it, I was like, I don't. And the thing is, the other writers try to sell you. So they're like, you should try to do this, and it was like,
But you know what? There's some semblance of security.
No, there is.
It's like I can be a comic and be safe. So
Right.
they're like indoor acts, right? Like that's why they're not truly funny because they're
Yeah.
not stand-ups.
well, some of them are really funny,
Some of them.
but they're not.
Not a
they're
lot.
not They're not. You're talking about on stage though.
Yeah.
But they're truly funny on paper. Like,
No,
they're writing.
I disagree. I mean, yes, there are people that are funny writers, joke writers, obviously, but like, I don't know. I don't LOL a lot at like late night.
Well, yeah, but that's that gig. I'm saying there's hilarious comedy writers that do,
of course,
that write amazing comedy that you're talking about for the specific show.
Yeah.
You know, what I'm saying is that like some of those writers, they would also, some of them always had like a little bit of stand up in there, and they're like, "What do you do?" And you go, "I do stand up," and they're like, "You really think you're gonna make it as a stand up?"
Right.
So you should try to do
Well, it's so rare, I think, you know, when you see all the people that are in the business, a lot of them are writers.
Yeah.
I just I found it kind of boring, and I thought stand-up was more exciting, and the road
Without
was more
question.
exciting. Yeah.
So much better.
Freedom. Yeah, freedom.
Even when you're not moving a single ticket, it's like there's something about the live performance that is like,
it was just more fun and thrilling, and like it kept me going. Whereas like writers, you know, have these amazing lives, but I think they're more, you know, some of them are. It's I guess more exciting than I think, or more exhilarating. I just felt like for me, I like being out there and doing my own thing.
Yeah, and I have to admit, my ego hated it when the joke I wrote would be said by somebody else on camera.
Right.
That was mine.
Right.
I want that joke. I want to.
Well, they're
say
striking now, and we're going to see what's happening. You know, it's going to last a long time. I'm behind the scenes putting it all together, trying to help, because I'm very good friends with David Zaslav, Ted Sarandos. All of the streamers are like my best friend. Like the CEO, but I support the writers. But my best friends are the billionaire streamers, so it's like weird. So they're my best friends. But I see the writer's point, but like I'm very close with like these people that I love. Like I love these billionaires. Like I literally love David Zaslav. He's like my best friend, and like so like sometimes it's so weird because he's like, "Why are you supporting them?" And I'm like, "I'm David. Like, I don't know. Like, they're hungry." And he's like, "Are they?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm in such a hard spot. You know what I mean? Are they? I'm in a hard spot because like I see them picketing.
Yeah.
And I want to. I'm not in the WGA.
Right.
And I want to get out. And I want to, you know,
march with them.
I want to march with them, but I'm in the car often with a CEO of a streaming company, going to lunch, and we talk about how to kill those people.
Yeah.
We do that. Most of our lunches, we talk about how to get rid of them.
Sure.
And here's the thing with AI, it's like, I think AI is scary, but I also like think it's exciting to like have a robot do all of that work. And like have all these people that are doing it now like maybe die. That to me is like a new thing.
It would be so amazing if one of these CEOs with the car went into one of the picket lines.
By accident.
By accident.